welcome to all the new dreamers who stopped by DawnDares2Dream today to see what we're all about. Well, today we're actually doing another Talks with Mama as we walk around the neighborhood for a little exercise. Today I kind of wanted to talk about what it was like to raise me, because I have, memories of my childhood, of when my parents were together and how I was. And then I also have memories of how it was after they divorced. And I know that at sometimes, I was a pretty angry, disobedient child. And I never realized how much of an impact that has on a parent until I became a parent. And then I had behavioral issues with my son, because he's on the spectrum. And, not understanding how to act socially, he can get in some pretty tough situations. But that being said, I'm bipolar, and I'm wondering, or I look back and I can see how me having bipolar disorder didn't just start like when I was 19, when I got diagnosed. So we're going to talk with my mother and see, how my behavior impacted her life, having to leave work because I had disrupted school or was in a fight. So I'm just really interested in, because we've never had these conversations, I need you to understand. This particular conversation we've never had, so this is will be enlightening for me as well. So I'm going to actually hand it over to my mother and ask her, how was it raising me? Like, what things about me did you enjoy? And if you could kind of start from when I was little, like toddler, 5-year-old age, right before, before you and Dad divorced.
And it seemed like he always knew the answers, right?
Uh-huh.
And everybody was saying sometimes, oh, here they go again.
Oh, this is when I was little? Yeah. 5 and under?
Yeah.
Oh.
But other people wouldn't speak up,
Uh-huh.
But you always had to give, a gab for talking.
Okay.
So it was no problem for you.
Okay.
You would help me around the house.
What would I do?
Sweep the floor.
With what? With the broom?
Uh-huh.
See, this is the thing. My dream is, I was probably a perfect little child when I was, before they got divorced. So I'm trying to figure out what about me did my mother really enjoy then. Because I know I was a tough child to be around and to raise once the divorce happened. So I'm thinking, I guess we're finished with that section and we're transitioning now into 5 and above. I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you continue.
But one thing, I used to sit to the store. And you always came back with my change and everything. And you would calculate how much stuff will cost, and you would hit it on the money. You was good with money.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, dreamer. So basically what I'm understanding from what my mother's saying that, prior to the divorce, I basically was just a typical good little child. And I think it's ironic that she said I used to help her clean, because I hate cleaning. Like today, I can't stand it. So it's very interesting. She said that I didn't even have to, she didn't have to ask me to help her. I would just help her. And that whole gift to gab thing, as you can see, I have a YouTube channel. If you follow me on social media, I do talk a lot. I do my lives. And if you're my friend and you're in my presence or we talk on the phone, I talk a lot. So I think it's interesting that those traits were there when I was younger, as far as, like my mom says, having the gift to gab. But I kind of want to transition into maybe some of the things that she didn't like. And I don't know how much of what I did my behavior you might not have liked when I was before you got divorced, because you said I was pretty good, right? So after the divorce, and watch the poop. After the divorce, how were things and how was our relationship?
You did a lot of mischief, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing,
what?
When we go to church on the bus, a lot of times I didn't know about it.
What?
You was trying to sit somewhere and they tell you to sit somewhere else, right?
Okay.
You didn't like it. You would speak your mind, Not that you was trying to be disrespectful. I guess that's just what
I just
came
spoke
out.
up.
You just spoke up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you said, tell Pastor, tell him.
I didn't care. Tell whoever you want to tell.
Right. They messing too, dog.
Well, the thing is, Dreamers, I have always spoken up for myself.
Right.
I always defended myself. I've never been a child who didn't say what was right. And
spoke out.
yeah, I thought maybe that was something I thought maybe that was something that I acquired as a defense mechanism, or because of my parents being divorced and whatever. But obviously that's just a personality trait
Right.
that I have had. So this is very interesting to hear, because I didn't know I did that like that young on the church bus. So did you admire that or like that quality in me, that I stood up for myself? Or did you think sometimes you just wish I would hush up and sit down somewhere instead of doing that? Because it came off lots of times disrespectful, to be honest. I know that. So how did you feel about it as a parent?
I like the because you spoke up for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
For one thing, you know.
Right.
And it really didn't bother me.
Oh, okay.
Nobody came to me and told me.
Oh, it wasn't like people.
Personally.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay.
One didn't come to me and say nothing.
Okay. That's the
And grandma didn't either.
Okay. Come on, Grandma Vonnie.
Both of them.
Okay.
No,
Oh, you talking about Grandma Noni, your grandmother. Okay.
Like, you know what I want to talk to you about, Dawn?
Okay.
You know, you should talk to her about
Yeah.
attitude. Yeah, they never approached me.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what I'm guessing is people understood that I really, when they got to know me anyway, they understood that I didn't mean any harm, but I wasn't going to stand back and feel like I was being told to do something that everyone else was, or I needed you to explain it to me. And I do that with my son. When I want him to do something he doesn't necessarily agree, I'm a parent full of explanations, and we have chats about things. And maybe I do that because I needed that as a kid. I never realized that, but you know, so who we are completely impacts our entire life and what we do. And I literally, I don't just say do something because I'm telling you to do it. I make sure that he understands the reason why and why it's important or necessary, or why I may just want him to do it, and maybe what he gets out of doing the thing the way that I want him to do it. But we have discussions. Let's kind of go back to like school time. I do recall a lot in school. I got in a lot of fights. And I got, back then when you got in fights, they suspended you. I don't know what they do today, but so I was suspended a lot. And my mother had to take time off of work to deal with these altercations. I'm gonna say, like, I don't know if in elementary school so much, but really middle school, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think it was middle school. So I was like age 11 through 13. So how did that impact you, having been called by the school and all of that, and taking time off? Like, did you get paid? Like, how did it work?
Oh, Miss Brooks worked it out.
Okay.
She worked it out.
Okay. So you didn't have the, it wasn't a financial burden.
Right.
It was just more the time of having to go
Right.
to the school and everything.
That's all, right.
Okay. Yeah, because I know for me, having similar situations with Robert in daycare, not necessarily school so much, I had to leave work and go pick him from daycare early. And at one point he had gotten suspended or expelled or put out, however you want to call it, daycare completely. This happened 2 times in 2 different daycares. And in the interim, while I was trying to find daycare for him, I had to like leave work early, you know. And I was also blessed to have a coworker, I mean not a coworker, but a boss that said, don't worry about it, do what you need to do to take care of your son.
Right.
So I guess that has been a plus. Okay, Dreamers, it's been really nice having a chat with my mother and kind of getting her viewpoint and perspective on life and on things. And today really was just about getting to know my mother a little bit more and seeing her perspective on having me as a child and what that meant to her and how that impacted her life. So I think I got a little glimpse into it. We'll probably talk more about this topic later. So remember, this is a new series, so tune in. It's called Talks with Mama. You can actually find the playlist. I'm going to have it up here for you to select. As it stands today, there'll be 2 videos in that playlist, this video and the previous video. So if you haven't seen it, please go back and watch. Also, give me a thumbs up for this video if you liked it, and leave me a comment down below with any questions that you may have. I'm also going to place up here my instant inspiration video playlist as well, and I'm also working on a vacation tips or travel tips series, so check those out. So thanks for hanging out with me and Mama today. Have a great day, dreamers.